We spoke only in silence by Renegade X. We did not talk much. When we sat together, there were no long stories or loud laughs. No big words filled the air. Most days, we just sat side by side and listened to the world breathe. And somehow, that was enough. We met at the small bus stop near the edge of town. It was the kind of place people passed without noticing. A cracked bench, a faded sign, and a tree that leaned slightly to one side. I sat there every morning before work. I liked the quiet before the day began. One morning, you sat down beside me. You did not say hello. I did not ask your name. The bus came and went, but we stayed. Days turned into weeks. Every morning, we shared the same bench. We watched the sunrise. We listened to the birds in passing cars. Sometimes, the wind moved through the tree above us, and leaves fell at our feet. When I felt tired, you would shift closer, not touching, but near enough to feel less alone. When you seemed sad, I sat still and stayed longer. We only spoke in silence. Once rain began to fall, people rushed for cover, but we stayed where we were. You pulled your jacket tight. I tilted my umbrella so it covered both of us. Our shoulders brushed. Neither of us moved away. The rain tapped softly on the ground. I felt something warm settle in my chest. It felt like being understood without having to explain anything. One morning, you were not there. I sat at the bench alone. The tree felt quieter. The birds sounded distant. The bus arrived and I almost got on, but I stayed. The next day, you came back. Your eyes looked tired. There was a small bandage on your head. You sat down slowly, like the world felt heavier than usual. I did not ask questions. I stayed. As months passed, our silence grew familiar. It was no longer empty. It was full. Full of patience, full of comfort, full of things we never had to say. I learned the sound of your breathing. You learned the way I tapped my foot when I was nervous. We shared snacks without asking. We shared time without keeping count. Sometimes that felt like love. Then one morning you stood up. You looked at me longer than usual. Your eyes held something gentle and sad at the same time. You nodded. I nodded back. You walked away. I sat at the bench, alone again. The bus came. The tree stood still. The morning passed. At first, the silence felt loud. It hurt. I missed the quiet way we shared peace. I missed being seen without being watched. But slowly I understood. We had not been empty together. We had been present. Even now when I sit on that bench, I feel it. The calm, the understanding, the peace of not needing words to matter. Some people speak with their voices. We spoke only in silence. And somehow, we said everything.